Grace and peace multiplied to you in the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High God. Today is Wednesday, August the 10th, 2016. And a little while ago, I ran into a sister at a gas station. And I was explaining to her, I was giving her a lesson on identity as far as out the Bible, right? So, as I was talking, she said, well, what are we if we are God's chosen, then what are we supposed to do? Wait on the Lord? I said, that's the problem. We've been waiting on the Lord, but the Lord is actually waiting on us to do some things because the scriptures tell us, the instructions of God. And so I began to tell her, the scriptures, that the Bible, the complete Bible is about God and his chosen people. And as I was saying this, she cut me off and was like, well, God's chosen people is the Jews. I'm like, well, if the Jews are God's chosen people, they say God gathered them in 1948. But the scriptures tell us that God will gather his chosen people a second time, as in the days of Egypt. He will gather them a second time, and there will be peace in the land, a covenant of peace. It'll be 1,000 years of peace reigning with Christ on earth until the Father's kingdom come down. And I explained to her that those people, that the so-called Jews, they are on a daily basis fighting against the Arabs, the Palestinians. They killing each other. That's not peace in the land. So they cannot be the true Jews. And I was about to say something else, and she rudely cut me off and was like, I was saying, I was about to tell her to read. I wasn't even going to tell her to read the curses. I would have got to that later if she'd have gave me more time. But I was about to tell her, read Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, and chapter 3, verse 9. And before I can even get it out of my mouth, she was like, I ain't got to read nothing. God's chosen is the Jews. I'm like, So now, just recently, in recent weeks, I did a lesson on reprobate mind. And this young lady, she seemed to be educated. She seemed to be college educated, But she said she ain't got to read. So that tells me, okay, so you just going to believe whatever the world tell you, right? I'm like, oh my God. You want to hide something from God's chosen people? Put it in a book. You want to hide it from Israel? Put it in a book, because we will not read the word of God. We'll read romance novels. We'll read science fiction. We'll read, just about everything except the word of God. So since she cut me off, I'm going to tell you I'm going to show you just two verses. One in one chapter and one in another. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. And mind you, this is read in my book. So you know that this is Jesus Christ the Messiah talking. Not just by the mouth of the prophet. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and poverty. I know thy works, tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. I know thy works, tribulation, and poverty. When you look around America, and when you look around the world, those that call themselves Jews, they are not in poverty. You know what I'm saying? They are not in tribulation. And their works are constantly pursuing blood, as the scriptures say. Since the scriptures say, since he didn't hate blood, blood gonna pursue him. You know, he gonna live by the sword. So, and that still ain't changed today, because we know who they are in prophecy. But it says, but thou art rich. Now it sounds like it's talking about them right there, right? Because we know they got the money. But this is talking about rich in understanding of the word of God, rich in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And it says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not. Whoa. So the people that say they're Jews, they not. This is read. This is the word of God. This is Christ the Messiah speaking. He said, those that say they Jews, I know about them. I know they say they Jews and I know they not. Because Jews, Jew or Jewish, that is a slang term for the tribe of Judah, one of the 12 tribes. If you ask one of those people that call themselves Jews which tribe they in, they can't tell you. Because they are not only are they not a part of the tribe of Judah, they are not part of any of the 12 tribes. Because they are Edomites. You know? They are the descendants of Esau. Another name for it is the Greek name Idumea, which is Greek name for Edom. Bozrah, Teman, Mount Seir, some other names too. It says, but I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. You know why they're synagogue of Satan? Because they lie. They've been putting on a perpetual lie to the whole world for all these years. Not only are they lying, they killing, and they've been robbing. You know what I'm saying? Who controls the banking system? Who controls the lending system? Lending out money on usury. That's Edom. That's Esau. That's the Edomites. Black people don't own no banks. Black people are the lowest part of society. Black people are in poverty and in tribulation, and they don't have no money. They the basis of the nation. Well, we, should I say. But those are the curses. Those are the curses of Deuteronomy 26, Deuteronomy 28, and Leviticus 26. Now, this other verse, Revelation chapter 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, talking about the same people that call themselves Jews. I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not. Whoa! Christ tell you again. He confirming it a second time. Hey, those people that call themselves Jews, I know they lying, but they gonna pay them. I can show you other scriptures where he say he gonna pay them back for all the stuff they did to black people. I showed you months ago in the lesson I did about the curses. Remember, does anybody remember Trayvon Martin? A young black man, right? Young black boy. Killed by this guy named George Zimmerman. Well, George Zimmerman, he is an Edomite. He is a descendant of Esau, who has a perpetual hatred against us. He didn't have to kill that boy, but he did. These are the curses. And the curses fit no other nation of people but us. The curses don't fit Esau. But it's scriptures in the Bible, all throughout the Bible, that tell you who Esau is today. So Just wanted to share that with you because Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Since thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children." And that sister was a young, seemed to be a college student or something. She seemed to have great intelligence. But when I said to read just two scriptures out the Bible, out the Word of God, she said she ain't got to read it. I'm like, whoa. So like I said, so you just going to believe whatever the world tell you. Okay. Oh. Get it straight and go meditate. You reprobate, that means your mind broken. I hope and pray that young sister can come out of it. She got a little time. But prophecy, like I was telling her, prophecy is still unfolding. You know, the scriptures even tell you that God's chosen people are going to be shown to the world by signs and wonders. Ain't it a wonder that we fill up the prison house? Ain't it a wonder that no matter what happens to us with the police, you can do all this marching and protesting, but it ain't going to stop it? Because it's from the Lord. Because it is our punishment from our ancient forefathers for not disobeying the Lord, not following his blueprint, which is the Word of God. We want to, just like today, we want to do everything but what the Word of God says. So, grace and peace multiplied in you in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High God, Christ the Messiah. Stay strong.